Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another session of Doin Time With Joe support group. We're going to jump right back on to what I said we were going to jump off of, and then we're going to get on to KP, right? So y'all just hold on tight and bear with us for a minute, right? But while I was taking care of something in the intermission, Phil had something he was saying. I want him to repeat that, and then we're going to jump into that and get to the business. Now go ahead and say what you were saying during the intermission.
Well, what I was talking about, we were saying that, you know, it's not normal, and we all agree that it's not normal. But there's enough of us to say that it's not normal. When I say enough, I'm talking about there's enough of us that don't think raping another man is normal, stabbing another man is normal, stepping over bodies is normal. So if all of us get together, all the people who said, hey, this ain't normal, we don't want this no more, why don't we go ahead and go against the ones who, you know, who want to make that normal for us, or make that our norm? Why do we allow fear of what they may do to us when it's more of us than it is of them?
So how far do we go?
You want to do this one, Joe?
How far do we go? If I walk past the cell and somebody's being raped, how far do I go? You tell me. Knock on the door. Stop that. Don't y'all do that. Or do I go to the police and say, hey, officer, they in there raping this dude. Tell me what scenario I should
This
do.
is what I think.
Because it's 500 of us on the compound that feel like you say we feel. So what should we do?
If I'm in that unit of 128 men,
dig it,
right, and 70 of us don't agree with what's going on, let me go get all 70, not less one, all 70 of us knocking on that door. Hey, rapers, you gotta go.
Okay.
But those other ones are killers.
Hey, killers. Because you ain't going to be able to kill all 70 of us.
You are an innocent man.
Yeah.
I believe this. So are you going to lose your life for this man?
I got to. I'm here. I don't know how long my finish line is. My finish line could be 2 years. My finish line could be next month. My finish line could be 23 years. But I can't allow the fear. I'm in here. That's why I said I'm in here. And I can't just sit there and be like right now, even with me seeing this man.
You just can't sit there and do it, can you? You can't stand it.
I bumped down on him.
So then tell me why you didn't go get the police.
That's what I'm conflicted with.
You conflicted with
I'm mad because
and tell me why you conflicted, because you thought you would go to the hole.
I thought I was going to the hole.
You thought you were going to go to the hole.
So the next time I seen him, listen, man, if you throw up out of your mouth like that again, blood like that, I gotta get help.
And I get that, but
I got to.
But let me break down to you how this gonna turn out. Let me break that down. And I get it. You say, well, whatever it is, whatever it's gonna be. Right? I get it. And I think you believe that right now. I think you believe that. But this is how the administration treats that. Let's say we take them 70 people you're talking about, right? And we go to the door and we tell that rapist, hey, you ain't doing that today, right? This is what happens with the administration. All 70 of us, we just got popped down because now we're a gang.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're a gang. That ain't how they see it. They do not allow us to do anything. If you take it upon yourself to intervene in anything without going through to them, you finna get it. Now you may be right. You may be willing to deal with those consequences. But see, when you get put in this environment and you get used to your routine, right? Whatever that may be. You don't want anything to disrupt that routine because that plays into your sanity, how you get through the day. And I'm telling you, I know you've been locked up once in, what was that, in the hole in the health center. Where'd you go? Wherever you went, you got locked up.
Yeah.
And you told me when you got out what? It changed your life.
Yeah.
Didn't it? And that's what I'm telling you. I don't know how many times I've been locked up. I just can't even count them no more. But over time, I know that it did something to me. I know that. And I know that I should intervene. But they won't let you. They won't let you, man. If I saw somebody on the streets being raped or somebody breaking into somebody's house, I would do something about that. Because I'm not worried about the police taking me to jail. They're not going to take me to jail. They're going to take a statement. They might take me down to take a statement or whatever, but I'm not going to be arrested. In here, you're punished.
You're a target.
And after time, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that. Now again, I know that, well, you should just go through that and all this and that. I get it. But again, I believe you believe that.
No, no.
No, I believe you believe what you're saying.
Because here's what I'm conflicted with. Like, there's 70 of us coming to the door. Who the rapist gonna go tell?
Listen to
Because now you said
you know who he gonna go tell. See, this is why the benefit of being at another place comes into play here. This is what he gonna do. Cause see, we call them booty bandits. You familiar with the term? I'm sure.
Yeah, I heard that.
You understand? Okay, then what he gonna do is he gonna go tell. It ain't about the other rapists that he's gonna go tell. It's about the other individuals on the compound that don't like people getting in other people's business. That's what it comes down to. It's not just the rape. If you will tell something about that, you will tell it.
it's 70 of us.
Right there.
If they'll tell something about that,
And I know it's the more that feel the way we do. Don't no man want to be in no place where another
the
man
majority
get
of
raped, man.
the majority of people, they come into prison, and then after they've been on the compound for a while, the majority of people on this compound have not been here 2 years or less. You feel what I'm saying? You have to catch 70 people that come into prison and ain't been here for 2 years, ain't got no experience. You understand what I'm saying? And still have that fresh car smell like you got on you from the street. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is that after you've been in here for a while, you learn one of the rules is mind your own business. Is that normal? No. Is that right? No. But your life could depend on it. And all 7 of them, their lives could depend on it. And if you're willing to bear that, then form your game. Because that's what the administration is going to label you, not the compound, the administration. So what you do is every time somebody's breaking a rule, because it won't be just about the rape. It'll be about, if you tell something about what he doing in a cell with somebody, against the will or whatever the case may be, then you might tell about my dog.
You must be put a badge on.
You might tell, come on now, you might tell about when I got the police bringing me something in. See, all of those different things you got to weigh in when you deal with this environment. Ain't nothing real about this. This is the phony, fake, this is an illusion, but it's real consequences, and there are immediate consequences to getting in somebody's business. The administration does not help you in that.
I'm not looking for the administration to help. I'm looking for the men who stand in a space where they say, no, this can't happen. I don't care. If you feel we're getting in your business, then let's get in the business then.
Again,
but
like
this is not supposed to happen. I live here. He lives here. We don't want this to go on. You do what you do.
You know what's going to happen? That dude's going to say, you know what? Okay, y'all got that. Then he's going to catch one of those 70. And they are going to beat them half to death. And then how many of them 70 you think, man, did you hear what happened to dude?
All 70 better come.
They better come.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, what you mean better come?
They better, this
See,
is
now
what we
you the
signed
leader.
up.
So now you the leader. That's what I signed up for?
This is what, yeah.
See, so now,
because we all agreed that this ain't normal.
And now what you just did, you just created a constitution for your organization, and now the administration is coming at you too. That's what I'm telling you. That's how this works. It ain't neighborhood watch, bro. This ain't neighborhood watch.
Phil ain't been
So
there.
You don't get to do the right thing in here, man, and I get why you conflicted. But you don't get to do the right thing, and that's what'll have you stressed out.
It'll kill your soul. It really will.
It will. But look, I appreciate this. This has been good. Man, we could go on all day about this, but I need to jump to this issue about KP because it hit me when he said it, right? And he was talking about dealing with the racism that he's been dealing with and all of these types of things. You want to break that down for us before we get into that, what you've been going through, bro, and all the different types of things that you were talking about during the introduction?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the point that the majority of the white people here that work here in the administration, you know, they look at you funny. They have racist comments sometimes. They throw it in the air. Don't expect you to catch it, but sometimes you catch it. You know, even the way they look at you, turn their nose up at you. You know, and it's just something that I picked up on over the months, over the past few years I've been here. And I've been trying to get away from here. I asked and put in request forms 5, 6 times to get away from this facility because I don't like it here and I don't like the staff members. Don't like none of them because of their racism, because of the way they act. Just like Corey here and his feelings. He got the right to feel the way he feels about whatever she's doing. I feel the same way, you know, even with that individual. I think she's a racist as well, you know, but to me, man, it's just majority of the staff members here is racist to me.
Anybody want to add anything to that to help this brother out? I don't have the
This
sound
is-
effects
this is-
of crickets, y'all.
This is Phil, and I can agree with you on majority of the staff here is racist. I can definitely see it. But to me, racism is just immaturity and ignorance. My wife has been transferred from the women's prison here in Nashville to the one in Bledsoe County, and it's crazy to me that you speak of racism, and I can tell you that when she was here in Nashville, and majority of the staff at that facility was black women, and majority of them. She said it was more oppressive dealing with the black women and the black staff in Nashville than it is being in the mountains where a majority of the staff is white. And she knows that they are known to be prejudiced. So I say all of that to say this. I think an oppressor is just an oppressor, period. I don't think that the race has anything to do with it. I think that there's something.
That's your point of view.
Yeah,
That's your opinion.
I believe that there's something about when these people get a badge or get authority, they feel that because we are in blue, you are no longer human. You are no longer a citizen, and I'm gonna spit at you. I'm gonna talk to you anyway. I'm gonna laugh in your face. I'm gonna talk. I believe that's just it's almost like a sickness, because I see the young class comes in, and these are young people coming in, and I tell them, hey, don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught. I tell them that, and I promise you, as soon as they roll them out there and they allow them to come in the units or whatever, they become the most racist, the most oppressive people, and we're talking about 19, 20 years old, that I have ever seen. It's almost like, are you trained to be this way to us?
So what do you do when you hear a staff member say a racist name? They not knowing that you there and you heard. What do you do then? Do you tolerate against them? Go back and write them up? So you know what's going to happen when you write them up?
I believe because of this.
What do you do?
I give them grace. I give them grace. Like, to me, that they haven't, like Sean was saying, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. That's because I can't. There's no word I can't negotiate with the oppressor. And Joe knows this. My thing with the oppressor, kill him. That's just, what I'm saying. You can't negotiate. You can't talk an oppressor down from getting his foot off your neck, or you can't. They feel that they are better than above you. And how do I fight against that? I gotta. That's what.
Look, y'all. I don't agree with what he just said, but y'all know how I get out.
No, but me and Joe, we have deep conversations about this all the time.
He's on some extinction level.
I call it extinction level event. So I KB, I know. I promise you, man.
It's these new officers that they're breeding.
I grew up in Minnesota. I went to a high school where it was 3 black kids, including me. You look at my basketball picture, I'm the only black kid in the basketball picture. So I've seen racism, I've seen prejudice, I've seen it. And for some reason,
Now you seen it since you've been here.
oh yeah, I've seen it in the courtroom. I've seen it.
I mean here, just
I've seen it since I've been here. It don't bother me, man. Like because I'm.
Well, that's not normal.
It doesn't bother me because I know I'm more intelligent.
Yeah.
I know I have more grace than them. I know that deep down in them, there's something, there's some pain, there's something broken that, and.
So do you believe that people should be that way?
No, I don't think.
So it don't bother you, but it bothers me.
It bothers you, and I get it. And it because you're my brother, and it hurts me that you hurting behind how they treat you, because
No, it's not how they treat me.
or how they are, but there ain't nothing we can do about them, man.
So with that being said, so next time y'all hear a racist name being called, Should I call him a racist name back?
No, absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely not.
Again, that's the conflict. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Stepping over the body, you know, like, you know what's going to happen if you call them back. You know?
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Will I call them back? Yeah, I'm calling them all kind of names in my head. You know, I'm going to treat him like Debo. When he leave, I'll be talking again. Because there ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things that's not normal. Not only is it not normal in this place, but that's one of the things that's not normal even in society. To think that because of someone's skin color, I'm better than them. I'm greater, or because of someone's sex, or I'm greater than them. Man, that's to me, that's just not normal thoughts, you know. But is it real? Yes, it's real.
Even with those with the same skin color, you know.
And that's what really pains me is that they are a young black male or a young black female, and they are so oppressive as if this is their life. And I'm telling these young people, listen, I made more money than you. I did nothing to get in here. So be careful on how you are, because one wrong move or one wrong decision or anything, or not even, they don't, because there's greater racists out there who wear black robes and wear badges, you don't have to even do anything, and they could just create a story and put you in here.
A guy came to me last week and said, hey, Muslims, what do we do around here where we hear a racist name? I said, well, who said it to you? He said, they didn't see me, but I heard them say it. I said, well, you go confront that person about it. So he went back and confronted the guy in our part, confronted him about it. He said, I heard what you said behind that closed door to the other guy that was in there with you. He said that was wrong. They got the beefing, the argument. The guy came downstairs, apologized to me. I said, you don't have to apologize to me. I already knew you've been racist. You had to apologize to me.
So you're talking about inmates?
This time I am.
I got you.
This time I am. Yeah. So you ain't got to apologize to me, because I hear it all the time around here. Not with just you, but with the staff member too. So you ain't got to apologize to me at all.
This new generation of staff members that they're breeding out empathy, compassion, and when I first come in, there was this officer, they called him The Rock, and I was very depressed. I had just gotten these fresh life sentences. I thought I couldn't see an end to it. So the door swings open, he looks at me, goes, let's go outside, we're gonna sit on the bench. I looked at him and said, get off my door, I just want to be left alone, leave me alone. He looked at me and he goes, did you hear asking anywhere in my voice? 1 second. He got 4 inmates. They drug me outside. I sit on that bench. I looked at him. I said, I'm not going to talk to you. He goes, did I ask you to talk to me? Every single day he worked, 12 o'clock come around, he'd open up that door. Let's go sit on that bench. And finally I looked at him after about 2 months of this. I said, why are you doing this? He goes, because I'm not going to come on this shift and find you hanging in that cell. If you keep going down this road, that's exactly what's going to happen. So I looked at him and I was like, why do you care? I mean, I'm just another inmate. He goes, you're not an inmate, you're a person. And I value you. I can tell that you're having a hard time and I'm trying to help you. Let me help you. So finally, after a couple of more weeks, I said, I'd like to get my GED. He goes, see, stupid, now you're doing something. He went to the chapel, got me the books, and he goes, if you need any help, let me know. When I got my GED, all my life I've been told I was stupid. I got it by myself. He was so proud. I have never seen a man so proud of somebody. He come up to me and goes, you know what? He brought me a big old pizza all by myself in a 3-liter. He goes, everybody should have a party when they graduate. That type of officer does no longer exist. This new breed that they've gotten is punish, punish, punish. You know, that's all they breed them. They won't hate. They want to keep us divided. Because when I first got to this prison, I had never seen a prison where the inmate and the officer population was so together. Right. You know, they were like,
talk, fist bump.
Yeah, you know, what's up, man? They're going up to Green Tank. Hey, man, what's up? Are you kidding me? You know, where do they do this at? You know, and now the last 10 years, you know, it has just changed dramatically. They're the most, you know, and I as a white guy, I'm always on the fence about talking about race because I don't feel comfortable about it. Because I mean, you know, I just don't.
Why not?
Because it's I don't see colors.
You don't?
Not really. I mean, my brother. I love my brother. He's my cellmate. He is my brother, and you know.
Now hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're gonna end this session and we're gonna pick it right back up. So y'all stick around when we're right back. This has been another episode of Doin Time with Joe. I'm your host Joe Baker, and I said peace, y'all.
I'm getting so